You're probably wondering just what the hell it is I'm doing. Well, I've been wondering that myself for the past 25 years. Good afternoon, ma'am. Alfie Zimmer. Alfie Zimmer. Alfie Zimmer. Nice to make your acquaintance. Am I correct in assuming, ma'am, that you are a dynamic, busy, modern woman who loves cooking delicious meals for her family? That you are a man who is no stranger to the joy of eating a delicious meal? Like most guys, you'd love to be able to cook a gourmet meal for those extra special women who pop up in our lives now and again? What I have here is chicken cordon bleu, chicken Kiev, organic free-range chicken supremes. I have oriental king prawns, garlic king prawns, breaded brie, and camembert. So what can I interest you in today? God knows how many countless people I've talked to and sold to over all these years, traveling throughout the Midwest. And yet, somehow every day, I feel extremely alone.
Need a room?
Yeah.
Just a second.
What's wrong with the light on that thing?
Got ruined in a storm a while back. When the wind's blowing, it just stays off. Faulty wiring. Will this be smoking or non?
Non.
I found that at 90% of your hotels, the non-smoking rooms are always on the bottom floor. You learn a lot about yourself on the road, and I learned some time ago that I'm too old to be whacking off to skin mags, eating chicken fried steak, or hauling luggage upstairs. I also learned, probably years ago now, what it was that I really wanted for my life. For it to end. Oh, the rest stop at Walton. I almost forgot. Two in one day, and the last day at that. I suppose you're wondering why anyone would continue something like this notebook so close to the end. Well, so am I. Once, well, more than once, I had thought about writing them all down as an actual book. Just a little one. I thought the title, "Don't Look Down Here, You're Pissing on Your Shoes," would be funny, but you can't really call a book that. I finally decided on something I saw in a gas station in Fort Scott, Texas on Highway 51. I Killed Ted Bundy, The Secret Transit Code of America's Highways, by Alfie Zimmer. Maybe after I do this, it'll somehow find its way to being a real book. Provide some extra money to Mara. Mara. just wanted to tell you that, I wanted to remind you not to forget Rambo's appointment at the vet the day after tomorrow. Also the sea jerky strips at night. They really do help his hips. And How do you tell someone that you love that's been married to you for 20 years what quotes scattered across the country on filthy shithouse walls mean to you when they shouldn't mean anything at all? How do you tell your wife that they give you company, something to look forward to, that they're your only connection to the rest of the world, that without them, not her, but them, you wouldn't have any sense that life was going on, that other people had been where you are, in the middle of nowhere without anyone to talk to confide in? How do you tell someone who cares about you that you're worn away to the point where the smile you get from reading the words, "Eat shit, 20 million flies can't be wrong," somehow means more than anything she has said to you in years? That maybe you're not so alone because you have them, because you have graffiti written by drunks and derelicts and God knows who else on shit and piss-stained bathroom walls. It's hard to say something like that when you know it's not her fault. Here I sit, about to cool it, my plan to eat a fucking bullet. No, that's no good. I would have never written that one down. God, this won't work. The cops will immediately see the book, and some trooper who never wrote on bathroom walls will think I'm insane.
Hey, Mick, take a look at this.
Save the Russian Jews. Poopy doopy Uso. What the fuck?
What the hell do you think that means?
Well, he must have had some sort of revelation at the end. We can rule out the usuals and go straight to insanity.
What do you mean, the usuals?
You know, cheating wife, secret sodomite, financially ruined. Not this one. This one's just a fucking nut.
People always want reasons for suicides. I guess it's just too hard to accept that someone could just want to die. Maybe this way it'll be found years from now. Fate will intervene, and who knows? Maybe who ends up with this thing will see what I see in it. They'll see how Poopy Doopy Uso Loopy from Avico, Iowa gives you IE, then surprises you with the Y. Or how a classic in South Dakota like Here I Sit, Cheeks a-Flexin', Giving Birth to Another Texan becomes Here I Sit, at a loss, trying to shit out taco sauce in Oklahoma. Who am I kidding? Police will search the whole damn place. They see this book and people will talk. They'll say things like, at least he didn't get an AK-47 and take a schoolyard with him. My wife could handle it. She's an adult. But Carlene... I couldn't do that to Carlene. I have to get rid of it. Anyway, it's just a notebook, right? I mean, it'll do more harm than good, and it's far from where I would want it to be if it were an actual book. For it to be right, I'd probably have to go back to school, take some courses, get all the feet and meter stuff down so I could comment on them properly. But let's face it, a bullet in the mouth is much easier than struggling to write a book that few, if anyone, would want to read. Jesus, why is this so hard?
Okay.
I'll give it 60 seconds. If at any time the wind dies and the tower lights up again, I'll do it. I'll try to do it. I'll write the book. But if not, then all remains as planned. The thing is, to write a book like this, you'd have to begin talking about how it was to measure distance in green mile markers and the very width of the land. And how the wind sounded when you got out of your car at one of those rest areas in Iowa or North Dakota. How it sounded almost like words. You'd have to explicate the silence, and how the bathrooms always smelled of piss and the great hollow farts of departed travelers. And how in that silence the voices on the walls began to speak. The voices of those who had written and then moved on. It won't be easy. It'll be a pain in the ass. But if the wind dies and the tower light comes back on, I'll do it. I will.
Either way. Either way.